Welcome everybody to our bi-weekly combined team call. I'm excited to have everyone on. So I'm really excited to get tonight's call started because this is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart, Larissa's heart, and I would suspect that a lot of you are on this call and are excited to hear what nuggets we're going to drop in your lap tonight, because I have a feeling at the end of this call, my goal is you all just breathe a big sigh of relief and you're like, okay, I'm in good company. So before we get too much into our topic, let's start out with our fun little LOLs. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a two-parter here because this girl that I'm recognizing, she likes to talk. Okay, so tonight's LOL, I'm recognizing Maria. I'm not sure if she's on the call yet. She said she was going to try to hop on. Timing's not good for her, but I know she'll listen to the playback. So tonight I wanted to shout out Maria because I have to say has it been a year? Yeah, about a year since she's been coaching. Seeing her journey, not her physical transformation, you guys, but her emotional, her confidence has gone up. She is doing things that are completely outside of her comfort zone, and she's really pushing herself. Like, she is the epitome of personal development because she's really pushing herself. And I just have to shout her out. This was a post that she did. Well, it said 12 minutes ago, but this was a couple days ago. I think it was last Tuesday. And I'm just going to read it to you real quick and tell you why I love it. So, hashtag Transformation Tuesday. I try to stay out of my newsfeed because it's a total time sucker. It doesn't always work, but I do try. I noticed something in the last few days, though, scrolling through my feed. The kinds of posts and videos that are shared have shifted. What I'm seeing more of are stories that inspire, that bring smiles, that make me feel joy and make me cheer. Yes, there are still heartbreaking stories and negative crap sprinkled in, but the percentage has shifted. What has changed? The people I surround myself with, the groups I've joined, the pages I like, the people I followed. I just joined a group filled with entrepreneurs, mostly women working on their brand, hence the post you'll be seeing from me this week. The ideas, passion, and motivation I've seen in only 2 days, I am blown away. You have to work your way to being okay with surrounding yourself with this kind of energy. Had I stumbled across this group 2 years ago, I would have felt like a complete loser, a failure, and left the group feeling deflated instead of inspired. I'm not that person though, because I've worked hard on changing the way I think about myself, the world, and the possibilities of it all. Instead, I'm beyond excited about what I'm working on right now. It even involves journaling, which you may have seen what that means to me in years past. Yesterday was my first time journaling in a positive way, and I loved it. Love the Arizona sunset. I had to get one while I was there this past weekend. This is a picture she took with her cute little inspiration is everywhere. I love this post, you guys, because I think as Beachbody coaches, we feel like we only can talk about our physical journey, like our physical transformation, or woohoo, I did 5 more push-ups today, or something like that. There is this whole other part of being a Beachbody coach that you can talk about. And it's your not physical transformation, your emotional transformation, your spiritual transformation, whatever that case may be. And I found the same thing to be true for me, is that once I started kind of following more Beachbody coaches and following different people, my news feed also shifted to more positive, inspiring stories. And that can't, being surrounded by that positivity can only have one effect on you, and that's usually to rub off on you and you start posting the same thing. So I love this because it shows a positive and encouraging story. It's not your typical transformation picture. I love that she shared a part of her journey in a very vulnerable way. And I really feel like this connects her with her niche and her audience by being open and honest. So Maria, you're amazing. Keep sharing, keep living out loud. I love you. You're an inspiration to me. And I'm so, there she is. Hi, good. I'm so, you guys, she blows me away. She blows me away. So love you, Maria. Are you ready, Larissa, to do your LOL?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see.
Congratulations, Maria. I love
Yeah.
that. I just really do. I love that showing more to it, to what we do. And it's amazing how your newsfeed changes when you start surrounding yourself with coaches. Oh my,
It's good, yeah.
good. Okay,
That's so good.
That's very good. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So from the Team Fit Fam side, let me see if I can. Oh, hold on. My mouse is like not showing. I can't see the whole thing. Whoop. Oh my God. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Please hold. Scusi. Oh, so sorry. Okay, here we go. One more time. Okay, so I'm highlighting Ryan today. Ryan is my cousin, and she has just done so amazing with her journey and everything. Like, she's just blown my mind since she joined me. So I'm going to read it. Ryan says, I tried it all, the diets, the fasts, the gym, the home workouts, the pills, the juices, the supplements. What was missing? Why did everything leave me feeling miserable or provide me with a temporary fix that eventually brought me right back to where I was before I started? For me, there was always one of these essential components missing: nutrition, fitness, support, or accountability. And it's really hard to maintain a lifestyle change that is lacking any one of those things. But when all of them are present, along with my willingness for the change, I'm set up for success. The chances that this happy, healthy lifestyle will actually last skyrocket. If you're looking for that missing component and really want this to take steps to a happier, healthier you, send me a message. Send me a message or comment on this post for more information about this upcoming group. So this is a really good example of an invite that, I mean, I guess I wouldn't say this is a passive invite, but this is an invite that's not in somebody's inbox, right? This is just, she's posting this, and she's making that connection for people, that same connect. I mean, that's what I felt too. Like, I would try and bust my hump on the elliptical, but I was still eating junk. Or I would try and diet or do something crazy, like, I mean, gosh, I was the same. And so she's going to connect with people who have tried it all, and they can see that with this opportunity, there's, you know, it's a holistic approach. And so I just wanted to highlight Ryan because she's rocking it on her page. If you follow her, she does really cute recipe videos, and she's just really good at sharing helpful information. So I wanted to highlight Ryan today.
Hello, Ryan. Good job.
Okay, and I'm going to click off my screen.
Okay, so I think I'm starting, right? Okay. So we're going to do this together. Okay, I'll share my slides. What we're going to do, we have kind of 4 little nuggets or points that we want to kind of talk on, and we're just kind of Larissa and I are going to do that kind of in tandem. And so pardon our maybe informality, but I think it's still going to be exciting, and you guys are going to love the information. Okay, so tonight's topic, embracing hobby coaching. I love this topic because here's the deal. There's kind of 3 ways to identify yourself as a coach. And it's either a discount coach, meaning you don't have any sales, you're simply using Shakeology to get the 25% off, but you're not actively engaged in recruiting or helping anyone else. Then there's the hobby coach, which is kind of in the middle. You're not like a 40-hour per week. You wouldn't identify as what you would say a business builder, but you're kind of like, I kind of equate it to like part-time versus full-time employment, if you will. And then there's this business builder, the person who is the full-timer. And a lot of times what you will hear when people are referring to business builders is that they're all in. I want to take that and I want to punch people in the face when they say that, because I completely think as a hobby coach, you can be all in. So don't think just because you're not a business builder, you're not recruiting 10 new coaches a month, you're not, flying, through this, that you're not all in. So don't let some of the negative things that can kind of go along with hobby coaching stop you. So our first topic is hobby coaching isn't a 4-letter word. I feel like there's this negative association that's tied to hobby coaching. Like, oh, so you're not really all in, you're kind of just, doing this, why are you doing it? And I feel like we really need to just abolish that negative feeling towards it and just really embrace the positive side about being a hobby coach. I don't think that just because you don't actively work your business 40 hours a week that you're any less of a coach than Melanie Mitro, than Lindsay Matway, than Brigitte Linford, than any of those top coaches. I feel like you're just as good, and there's nothing wrong with that. Also, your perception is your reality. So create a positive perception of your coaching journey and go on with your bad self, okay? If you can only work your business 30 minutes a day, then you own that, and that's your 30 minutes, and you just embrace that. And I would hazard a guess, I don't have any statistics to back this up, but I would guess that 90% of the network is comprised of hobby coaches. And I say that because, at the end of the year when all the elite people are announced and they say that the elite coaches are in the top, 0.01% of the company, I would say what does that leave the rest of us, right? So I would tell you that the majority of coaches in the network are hobby coaches. Okay. So don't think that just because you can't dedicate, 60 hours a week to this doesn't make you any less of a coach than say the top coaches. Larissa, do you have anything you want to add to that?
Yeah. So I'm just here, and Chloe's climbing the stairs. Hi, babe. Okay. So I'm just here pulling up the definition of hobby. And I want us all to stop thinking that if you're going to be in this sort of middle range area and you want to identify as a hobby coach, I don't want you to think that there's anything wrong with that. I don't want you to think that even being a hobby coach is going to limit you in any way. But the definition of hobby is an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. So what we want to do is just talk about and sort of ignite that fire to let's enjoy our business. Let's do this, in a way that fits our lives. And it doesn't have to be I realized a while back that I thought, oh my gosh, I was having this conversation with one of my team members, one of my teammates, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm a hobby coach. And I realized that because I kind of based it on how I was operating my business. And this sort of relieved a lot of pressure from me to and from me to my teammates, because I realized I'm attracting a lot of women who want something to do as a hobby. I'm attracting a lot of people who want to add in a little flair to their life. And so I just don't think that in any way, shape, or form, being a hobby coach has to be anything negative. Let's embrace it. And it's cool. You have found a hobby. You're all here, I would hope, because at least originally you enjoyed what you did. Now, if you've been going on and that been telling yourself that it wasn't good enough, or having some crap limiting beliefs added to your story, then you maybe are in a place right now that you don't enjoy it so much, or, that's just a possibility. But it's cool that you have found something that you love to do as a hobby. It's cool that we're all here together and we're like-minded. I don't think there's any men on the call. There's some in the teams, right? But like-minded women who are enjoying something together. And I think that that's really attractive to a lot of people out there. So if you fall in this category of being a hobby coach, I think you need to embrace it and own it and love it and attract and allow yourself to attract more of that into your business. Because if that's where you are, those people are out there just waiting for that sigh of relief from you, that step towards ownership, and that's what they want to join too. Because we can't live this business outside of ourselves. We can't live this business in somebody else's box. And when we're sending mixed messages. Do we all maybe want to attract a Melanie Mitro on our weak leg? Yeah. Yeah.
Sign me up.
Oh yeah, I do. But I think having something that you love to do as a hobby is really cool. And I just want to add, like, I just read that book, Big Magic, and she was talking about something that she said really, really like breathed more. It really breathes more energy for me into my business when I can just say, like, this doesn't have to be, a mountain. This doesn't have to be a big list of stuff that I don't enjoy doing so that I can make it to the top. And so in that book, Big Magic, she talks about a lot about relieving the pressure from that thing that you love to create. And so I think for a lot of us, we probably love to create Facebook posts. We probably love to create like maybe recipes, or we love to create things and be motivating and those kinds of things. But you can take the pressure off of it, and for me, that just breathes in a big gust of good energy, and then I begin to attract that again instead of having this weight. So that's all I got. Rambler. I'm a rambler.
I'm gonna ramble on. No, I love it. All good stuff. Okay, so the thing I want to really encourage you guys to do is find your coach life balance. Last year, I would have identified more with the business builder side of things because I only had one child. He was in preschool. I had morning time where I could work my business for about 2 hours a day. I worked it in the afternoon. I was much more involved in my business. And as the next year came upon me, and my oldest is now in kindergarten and I have one in preschool, you think, oh, I'm going to have more free time. Well, no, that doesn't really work that way, especially when you sign up to be a room mom, a leader of your mom's table, playgroup leader, etc. Like I do. I have a tendency to overextend myself, but they're all areas in which I want to be involved in. So my business took somewhat of a back seat. And at first I was stressed out about it. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to hit Success Club? How am I going to get trainings and run groups and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know what it was, but there was an epiphany, and it was probably a phone call with Larissa that just gave me this aha moment that I can do whatever I want with this business. I can push, or I can decide that maybe I identify more as a hobby coach now. And perhaps maybe a couple years down the road, when I find my new normal, I get more pockets of time, then maybe I would identify more with a business builder. But one thing I've learned recently is to really have a coach life balance. And what does that mean? There's many hats that we wear. There's many things that we do. What are you? Are you a parent? Are you a mom? Are you a wife, a photographer, an artist? Do you like to sew? Do you like to color? I mean, I don't know. What do you like to do? There's so many things that you like to do. And I really want to encourage that you find time to do the things you love, and you make pockets of time to do those as well. And I think coaching should fall into that. And I do believe that the minute that we take joy out of this, it becomes stressful. So I really feel like the core of what we do needs to be joyful. Am I echoing? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Maybe a little. Is someone unmuted, I wonder?
I'm going to mute. Let me mute. Sorry, people. Oh, is it better? Hallelujah. Whatever happened. Okay, good. So, it's really hard to concentrate when you're like repeating back to yourself. That's really crazy. So, too often, I think what we do is we think all of our spare time, which I know is moms, wives, room moms, Girl Scout troop leaders, playgroup leaders, moms leaders, all those kind of things. We feel like the 5 seconds we do have, it should be devoted to coaching. But what I personally think that will do is it will alienate us from our niche. I can speak for one example. I have a coach in my downline, and she is a diamond, and she's got a ton of coaches, and her issue is she's having a really hard time getting anyone to kind of step up and push forward. She's got people that say they want it and they don't. And I think the disconnect is she does a lot. She runs a lot of groups. She does so much. And I think maybe her coaches are seeing how much she does and they think, oh no, I could never do that. You know what I mean? So I feel like you've got to put out what you want back, right? Your people identify with you because they see a little bit of you or a little bit of them in you. And if they see that you're doing so many things, they might have a hard time committing to wanting to push their business forward. Or maybe they're going to have a hard time committing to being a coach because they think, oh my gosh, Krysie runs like 50 groups a month and she's doing trainings and team calls and this. How in the heck can she do it all? And so that's why I want to tell you guys, find that balance. What does that look like for you? Just because you get to a certain rank doesn't mean you have to host your team calls. There's no rules. You can do this how you want to do it. So I want you guys to just realize that you set the expectation for you and your business and what that will look like. And then you embrace whatever anyone else's journey looks like for them. And you just help encourage them along the way. And I feel like finding the perfect balance between coaching for the love of it and still identifying with all those other things that you do, that's where you're going to find a true balance, and all of this will kind of marry together really well. Larissa, do you want to chat on that for a Momo?
Yeah. Yeah. I love when you say Momo.
Momo, sorry. Momo means moment for anyone who doesn't know me.
So, I just want to add that the times that I've had the hardest times in my business have been actually when I focus so hard on coaching, because I think that what we really need to do is, like she's saying, is marry all of those parts of you into the business. So I think a lot of times when we're ignoring other things that give us light and energy and give us that sparkle, right? Like when we're ignoring those things, or when we're not taking our kids to the park, when we're not taking time to take pictures or doing other things, there's a weight about you and there's a weight about your energy. And when I am just so like, I don't know, when I'm just so like beeline about a goal or something with coaching, it's almost has the reverse effect on me. So I think that finding that balance and just owning it. I think the theme of this call is once you own what you really, really want to do with your business, with your life, with your day-to-day, with your family, once you really just own that and make sure that you're living that whole life that you want. You know, you have to have that that's okay. You have to have that that picture of what you're perfect, or not, maybe not perfect, but what you love. You have to have that laid out there and then go and pursue that. And that element of freedom and that element of hobby and that element of create your own is so attractive to your niche. If that's, no matter what it is. And that means too, if you really are super focused and you really do want to hit those high ranks in this business and those big paychecks, oh boy, I gotta put a dress on. Okay. Just owning it and just, you want this off or on? I don't understand. Okay. I've undressed her twice now. Okay. That's what I think. I just think finding that balance is almost crucial, and that's a heavy word to put on a call about trying to relieve the pressure. But I think it's crucial to your success as a human being. So stop thinking that that you have to do this in one certain specific way and follow all the dots that have been laid out by the people before you. Because I think the common thread between everyone that you see up there in the top coach ranks is that they have found what works for them and they own it, and they are, unapologetically doing their thing. And that can mean whatever you want it to. And I just think that there's a need for something like this in a lot of people's lives. And we can take that pressure off of it. I think that people are attracted to that.
Can I just make a really quick point, and then I'll turn it over to you for the next two slides. I've noticed, watching some of you guys, somebody's folding clothes, someone's eating, someone's feeding their baby. You guys, and you're multitasking right now, right? And you're not stressed out about the call, and you're not stressed out about feeding your baby. So this is kind of what we're talking about, how you can multitask, how you can embrace the fact that you do this coaching thing, but you have other things going on around you, and it's not stressing you out. That's kind of the whole point. There was a point in my coaching career where I would go to bed at night and I was like, I'm 2 points away from hitting Success Club. I don't ever want to be there again. No. Do you know what I mean? It's okay. Am I giving you permission to not work your business? No, that's not what I'm doing. I want you to find a moment where I want you to find that peace, that space in which you can own the fact that you do this maybe only 3 hours a week, and you're in love with that, and that's okay. And those are the kind of people you're going to bring on board. Because remember, the majority of the network is comprised of coaches like us, coaches who love the products, enjoy what we're doing, and we simply just want to help a few people along the way. Okay, so I just had to point that out. I know, Larissa, you have a couple more slides for us.
I do. Let's see here. Okay. All righty then. Okay. So the next part that we want to talk about, it's kind of playing into what we've already been talking about, but that fulfillment. Your business, don't let it suck you dry. You have to live fully. Don't shut out the things you love because you think you have to do this in a certain way to be successful. How do you define fulfillment? What does that look like to you? And then just know that that's okay. We get to determine what fills us up, and it doesn't have to be a rank, or it can. It's just what fulfills you. What do you enjoy doing? What gives you that light and that spark and that energy? Because not a lot of people are going to join the network even for Shakeology, right? They're not here even for weight loss, a lot of times. They're not here they're here because of you and because you present a certain energy to them that they want. And that energy you have to get by fulfilling yourself in whatever ways that you do, in whatever ways that you shine. And so while we're on the topic of just hobby coaching, and like Krysie said, we're not giving you the permission to just not work your business, but let's give you the permission or like the full speed, full throttle ahead on what you love about your business. What do you love about it? And go there. Focus on the things you love. I consider myself right now, I'm a hobby coach. And you know what? Like, I still love doing this because there's some part in me that loves to help in this format, right? Hi, sweetie pie. Look at the baby who is on with us. Hi. Oh, this is something that fulfills me, right? But if I was doing this call and I was stressed and I thought it had to be perfect and I thought we had to have a certain number of people come on, and I started to find my fulfillment and my I don't know, if I started to base my success or whether I was doing good enough on how many people showed up for this call, I would not be happy. So I'm finding my fulfillment in sharing information that I want to share because I love to share it. So this doesn't mean that if you're a hobby coach, you have to do calls twice a month too. Like, not at all. You just do what you love to do. Make this your hobby. Focus on what you love and go there full throttle with it. And I would wager to say that there are so many of us out here that are in this category of like a hobby coach. Like, we love to do this. There's things about this that we love, but then we get overwhelmed by the things about it that we don't love. So I would wager to say, though, that there's a whole market of people out there who are looking for something light that could really become an incredibly successful financially. Like, you could grow a huge team of people who were empowered to just love and enjoy this hobby. And I think that that's okay. So just find peace with where you are right now and plan for where you're going to be a joyful thing. Like, breathe joy into your business. And if you have a hard time doing that, then when you wake up in the morning, you just ask yourself, what would be really fun to do today with my business? Maybe I want to like dance the Macarena with my family in front of the camera and share that. Maybe I want to create a recipe. Maybe I want to, whatever. Maybe I want to, I don't know what, but there's so many things. And you just ask yourself every day, what can I do today to have fun with my business? What can I do today that would bring me joy? Maybe that would be hosting a training for women and having no expectations. You just have to bring that joyful part to your business. And people do hobbies because it's something that they enjoy and it's something that they love to do in their spare time. And so in your spare time, let's do something we love and not something that stresses us out. Krysie?
100% agree. And I have to add that and I think I said this earlier, if joy is not at the center of what you're doing with your coaching business, then it will become more like a job and less like a hobby. And she gave us the definition of hobby earlier, and it's something we love to do. And if we take the joy out of it because we're stressed out and maybe we're overcommitted and maybe we're pushing too hard for that next thing, and then it takes the joy out of it, it really can cause burnout. And then the next stage from there is quitting. And why would you quit something that provides something so amazing for you and your family? The problem is you signed up for a reason. That day that you decided, I want to be a coach, there was this burning desire deep inside you to do something. And I'm not talking about, I want to be a 15-star diamond. I don't think there was many of you that even knew what 15-star diamond was the day you signed up. The day you signed up, you got really excited about something. You got excited about the opportunity to share this with other people. You got excited about the opportunity to make maybe a little extra money. You got excited about the way that you could put your own personal flair on this opportunity. And you've just lost focus with that because maybe you're pushing for something that just isn't realistic for you. And so maybe that means that hobby coaching is where you're at, and it's not a negative thing. So I want to encourage all of you guys, if you're at a point where maybe you're feeling a little burnout or a little stressed out, I want you to tap back into that reason why you signed up that day. And maybe some of you truly did sign up for the discount, but there was a moment in which you decided to no longer be a discount coach, but actually hearing this opportunity and how it's changed your life with others. And I want you to get back, and that's where you're going to find your fulfillment, is getting back in touch with that reason why you decided to become a coach.
Yeah. Things that will suck your joy right out of this are putting your needing validation from other sources. Like if you put out there a post, like how many of us do this? We put out posts and we think like, oh my gosh, this is the one. It's going to go viral. I'm going to get like 7,000 likes on this thing. This is like genius. Yeah, I mean, I do those days. And if I started to define whether or not that post was good enough, or whether or not if I got my fulfillment from doing that post dependent on how many people shared it, I would have been like committed. I'll meet you down there, now. Okay? Because people don't share. You know? So those things will suck your fulfillment and your joy right out of your business. Other people's ideas of what you should be doing. And so, yeah, we can't define our success on just because you see like it's valid. Somebody who's a 15-star diamond coach is successful as a Beachbody coach, right? But what if they don't get fulfillment that way? What if that's not even what they were going for? Okay? So we have to figure out and not let these things suck our joy away from this business and these ideas that we have and all these push groups and all this stuff. That's not, I mean, some of you that might be the way, but others maybe not, and that's okay too. Am I okay? Because I think you guys are frozen. Hello? Hello?
No.
Are you good? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you froze for a minute, but
I'm back.
You're back.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So run your own race. Again, it's just the same theme that's going through all of these slides, but don't be afraid to set your own pace, you know? And if your sponsor, coach, or upline or upline or whatever is hosting, push groups or has that expectation of you, that's just kind of their job. And so you don't have to go at that speed if you don't want to, if it doesn't fit into your life right now. Don't be afraid to set your own pace. Don't be afraid to set your own goals. Don't be afraid to do that. You have to run your own race. And by running your own race, I think that you could attract a really cool business, a really cool group of people that you're just gonna love, who are also out there thinking, yeah, I don't want to do that either. Like, we can't spend our businesses doing all the things that we don't really want to do, because we're gonna alienate the people who are really just like us. And this is a business of like finding our tribe. And I feel like you guys are all frozen again. Hello. Do you hear me? Let me check my internet. Matt? Yeah. I feel like when we... Oh my gosh, you guys. I need... Oh, see my internet is on somebody else.
Are you back? I see. Are you back?
I am.
Back? No. Oh, she's frozen again.
Hello?
Are you back?
Am I here?
Yes.
So my computer goes on to this other person's like internet, and that's probably why. Huh.
That's the craziest thing. Your internet, your computer likes their internet better.
Yes. Okay, so let's get back here. Okay, guys. Yeah. So run your own race. What does that mean? It really just, I love when all the babies are on the call. It really just means you set your pace. You be okay with that. There's nothing wrong with any level of this business, right? So just own it. Own it. Hobby coaching, I feel, has had this kind of poo-poo thing on it. And I don't think it should. I think that there are a lot of people out there looking for something to do in their free time that they could earn a little extra money and they could get fulfillment by being creative and doing the things that we get to do when we own our own business, when we own our own hobby. We just have to do that. Just always be true to yourself, and you'll attract the people who are looking for something like this that they just want to enjoy, and maybe they don't want to be thrown in like to, you know, a second full-time job, or maybe they don't want to. I think that embracing where you really want to be in your business and the amount of time you really want to spend in all of this and defining your business is going to help you build a bigger business even. And that doesn't have to be scary because you build that business at the rate and doing the things that you enjoy to do. I feel like Amy Silverman, and I was talking to Krysie about this, she is someone who is a top coach, and she's out there and she will say, I'm not doing this. Like, I didn't sign up for this to work 80 hours a week. She's set her business up in a way that works for her. I think she only works 3 weeks a month. I think that she's got some systems in place that do a lot for her. But her tribe, or they're women who want to travel and who want to have that freedom. And yet it's going to be a huge disconnect if there's that level of freedom. Like for me to have that freedom as a mom, I need to be able to use the freedom I have and not be held up in my room all the time by myself trying to work and make this work, because I'm not going to attract anybody that way. Krysie?
Exactly. And you guys, I was talking about this earlier with the coach on my team, and this is kind of like what it is. And you want to attract people. You want to put out there a realistic expectation, not only for yourself, but the coaches you attract. And if you set that bar so high in the beginning, it's going to be hard to find people that are going to go for that. You know, if the expectation is hit diamond in 60 days, you're going to have a real hard time finding people that are going to want to do this with you. Am I saying hitting diamond in 60 days can't happen? No, it can absolutely happen. But I think it's more realistic for us to take a look at the pace in which is comfortable for us. And earlier I was talking about how we wear many hats. Most of us are moms, we're wives. Some of us have a full-time job, some of us don't. Some of us are actively involved in our kids' schooling or activities. And we have to figure out how this fits in because we wear many hats. And if we're not setting the pace for ourselves, it's realistic from the beginning, or even I would caution you or tell you to occasionally reevaluate your pace and make sure that it's something that you can sustain. and just like she says, being true to yourself always, and you'll attract those people. I think it was Tara Carr that talked on the National Coach Wake Up Call several months ago about how all of a sudden she was doing her hair and putting on fake eyelashes and getting tanned and doing her makeup to do all of her pictures and her calls and stuff. And she literally started attracting people like that, but she didn't connect with them in any sort of valuable way because they truly weren't people that were like her, because she was putting out an image that wasn't true to herself. And so if you're putting out an image that you're, busy doing all these calls and you're doing all these groups, and people might get really confused because they might not have time for that. But if you show the joy in what you do and share the opportunity in a way that talks about how, you do this and you have so much fun and it fits perfectly into your schedule and you found your balance and you're running your own race, people are really going to be attracted to that, and they're going to want to know more information, and they're going to relate to you because you're setting a realistic expectation up front.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Okay. The homework. And this is at the point where my slides I was like super stressed. So simple. Like I could give you a point by point on how you could be a hobby coach, but when the beauty in this is that you get to embrace what you really want. And like, I would even go as far as to say what you really, 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 really want. Like, what do you really want from your business or from your hobby? What? Okay, egg surprise. Chloe really wants egg surprise. What do you really, could you take it away, Krysie? I'm trying to find egg surprise.
Yeah, I'll take it. So what she means with the what do you really, really, really want for your business, that's just like we were talking about earlier, setting the expectation, making sure that joy is at the center of what you do, and lining that up with the rest of your hats that you wear and the job duties that you share. It's really about finding balance, right? So what do you really want? And then how much time do you want to give to your business? I like that she worded it that way. Not that you have to give, but that you want to give. Because again, being a hobby coach is enjoying it and doing this for the fun part of it, the joy of it. I said early on when I started this years ago that I would truly do this if I didn't get paid, because I really do enjoy it. And there are some weeks my paychecks have been not very good. Let's be real. But I didn't walk away just because of that, because there's still fun in this for me, So how much time do you want to give to your business? Okay. And then in what ways does coaching naturally enhance your life? Her and Larissa and I were talking about this yesterday. And I was like, when you do photography or you're an artist, when you do your other hobbies, it naturally enhances other areas of your life. It kind of spills over. It has this positive effect, right? Either it brings you joy, or you get to release a creative outlet, or maybe it's a stress reliever for you. Your hobbies have that way of pouring or seeping into other areas of your life, making you feel more accomplished, more creative, more loved, more spiritual, whatever the case may be. The coaching should do the same thing for you. So sit back and really think about how coaching enhances other areas of your life, not just the physical fitness part of it. That's the best part, honestly, because being physically fit, you have more energy and you feel better. But the opportunity itself, like when you help someone else, how does that make you feel? When someone text messages you, I've lost 10 pounds on the 21-day fix, how do you feel, right? It has its way of kind of pouring into other areas. So what ways does coaching enhance your life? Because when it gets a little rough, you can look back on this, and this is where you're going to find your joy, right? This is ultimately giving you the pieces of finding your joy in coaching.
Yes. Oh, okay. And then some truth bombs. Hobby coaching doesn't make you any less of a coach. In fact, it means you're in tune with your life balance and value those around you enough to set realistic expectations. Setting expectations for yourself in the beginning of your coaching journey will set you up for success. There are a lot of people out there looking for a hobby. Own it and share your passion. I think that there's just a switch that we just need to flick and own and just release. If any of you are clouded right now, if any of you have a business that feels not good enough or muddied, or you're comparing yourself to someone who started at the same time, who's further along than you, or any of this stuff, like, you just really, what are you here for? You know, what do you enjoy? What brings you joy from your business? If you could do anything in the world and tie it to your Beachbody coaching business, I think that you could be successful. I've always said, and success is, you define it. You define it. Success Club is not the end all be all. You might just find success in having whatever it is, in reaching one person. How many of us have said that? If I could just help one person, right? And that's the truth. It is just what you have to set your sights on. What do you really want? You know, and then let the cloud go. Let everybody else's things about what you should be doing, how much time you should be spending, how quickly you should be making it to Diamond, how quickly you should be making it to Star Diamond, how many of your coaches should be on your team calls, how often you should be doing team calls, should you be doing team calls, blah, 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 blah. Throw it out. Write your own damn book right now. Write your own book. Start with your own, what is it called? The title page, not the title page, but your own
Table of contents.
Table of contents. Plug it in. What do you love? What gives you joy from this business? Plug that into your table of contents and start writing your own darn story now. Because I think we are often given calls about how to go diamond in 60 days or 30 days or whatever. What was it? Miguel Carrasco did 15 days or something crazy.
Insane.
Yeah. Totally doable if that's your jam. So if that's you, if you operate like I have, I know some people who operate on just a totally different frequency than me. And if I were to put myself out there on their frequency, which is like buzzing around, going constantly go, 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 go. If I were to try and do that with this business and put that persona out there, I would be burned out and nobody would be getting it because that is not me. That is not me. But I truly, I've always believed, honestly, if you just had a thing for Slinkies, this is the thing I always say, if you just loved Slinkies and you're just totally into it and you just embrace that and build your business around how you love the way Slinkies go down the stairs and how you like metal Slinkies over plastic Slinkies and how all of that, you would attract that same person with that same passion for something quirky, and they could see through you the potential to build something out of something not even Beachbody related that they loved, but you can make that connection for people because there is that freedom in this business, and it extends far beyond just the freedom to share T25 in your own way. You really get to love on what you love in this business and make it your dream job. And if you don't, it's okay. You don't have to, this is a business that we would hope you're here because you enjoy things from it. You see the potential. You want to share the potential of those things that you get personally from it. Those things that personally, you might love nothing else but the camaraderie and the tribe and the groups, right? Then you just get to plant yourself firmly in the community and the tribe and the groups and do what you love and share that. And that is okay. That is, I believe, how it converts. It's just taking that ownership. You have a lot of people out there who want to tell you how quickly to do something or how to hit this and that, but they've all found their own ways to do it. And they're sharing, but it's up to you to find what you love, what drives you, what gives you light, because people are attracted to your energy. And when you got a poo-poo energy out there, nobody is going to come knocking down your door.
I agree. And I had a thought and it left, but one thing I did want to touch on, and I said this to Larissa yesterday, is I hated the fact that Success Club is called Success Club, because I want you guys to define your success, what your success looks like. And I think when people don't hit those benchmarks that are sometimes set for us automatically by other people, then we feel like failures. And I'm going to tell you right now, just because you don't get 5 Success Club points in 1 month means you're failing at your business. If you've helped one person and you've signed up one person and she doesn't want to be a coach, but she wants to buy 21 Day Fix, and maybe she doesn't want Shakeology, and you sold a base kit and you're encouraging her and she's going through this, you've succeeded. If you have one person like your post and say, you've inspired me, you've succeeded, okay? You define your level of success, you set your own benchmarks, and you just go on with your bad self. Because if we try to hold ourselves to the standards and the accountability of other people and we don't hit that, that's when we lose our joy, okay? And so what does your joy look like each month? What does your joy look like each day? Maybe you just need to just share, and who cares what happens about it? You know, you just need to talk about what you're doing and how it's had a positive impact in your life. And who cares if you sold 3 challenge packs or not? Do you know what I mean? If you did, get it, girl. Yeah. If you sold 20 challenge packs, get it. If you sold none, get it. Same applies. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think you guys just need to be okay with that. And I really hope this call resonated with a lot of you. I hope you have this kind of weight lifted off of your shoulders. Maybe you can breathe. Maybe you can go to bed tonight and not have nightmares about hitting damn Success Club tonight. You know, whatever that looks like. I just hope that you guys will really find your joy in this and really just begin to love it for what it is. And it's an amazing opportunity, and it can help people, and you're all amazing. That's all I have.
Yeah. Love.
I got to wrap it up anyway, honey, because I've got to get going. I have family here still in town. So do you have anything left?
No,
Who loved the call? Anyone? We have some people who love the call. Some people who feel like, okay, good. I'm glad somebody said it. You feel that way? Because I'm like, why didn't I say this from the beginning? You know, embrace the hobby coach, embrace your journey, run your race, you guys. And I love every one of you. And if you hit Success Club 100 or negative 100, I don't care. I love you still.
Yes, me too. I love you guys. I love our team, our little world that we're creating here. You guys mean the world to me. And it's not about Success Club.
Yes.
It's just about owning and loving what you're doing. That is going to give you the light. And I think that light is what people are attracted to. So no more heavy. Blah. No more.
Yes.
Just do you. Run your own race. And
just do you, boo.
Just do you. Okay, I'm going to stop recording.